Yes, we will also be doing some yoga. Okay. We will start the session. Hari Om, everybody. Welcome. We will all start the session by chanting Om 3 times and Sahana Bhavatu. Please sit down comfortably. Keep your back, neck, and head in a straight line. Take a few deep breaths. And with every breath, feel your body relaxing. Okay, we'll start chanting Om 3 times and then Sahana Bhavatu. Om. Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vedvishavahai. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om. Rub your palms. Generate some heat in it. Cup your palms on the socket of your eyes. Place your palms on top of your face and then gently open your eyes to the palm of your hands. Okay. So now, today, we are going to see the story of Vayuputras, those who were born from Vayu, Vayu's sons. Okay, we are going to see the story of Vayu's sons through a song. Okay, there is a song which talks about who was the Vayuputra in the Treta Yuga when Ramavatara happened, who was the Vayuputra during Dwapara Yuga when Krishnavatara happened, and then after that in the Kali Yuga, who is the Vayuputra. So we are going to see the stories of all these Vayuputras across all these yugas. Okay, and the song, there is a song, it is a Kannada song, and it is written by Purandaradasa, and this song brings out. So according to the Madhva philosophy, actually, Hanuma, Bhima, Madhva. In the Treta Yuga with Rama, Hanuman was the Vayuputra. In the Dwapara Yuga, it was Bhima who was the Vayuputra, and in the Kali Yuga, it was Madhvacharya. So Hanuma, Bhima, Madhva, they are all supposed to be the manifestation of Vayu, and we will look at all their stories, and we will be prepared to do some yoga also. Some yoga stories we will do, and some singing also we will do. Okay, I will start with the song. Bala, you're there, right?
Yes, I'm there.
Your video is not on, so I was wondering. Okay. Usina kandira, mukhya pranana kandira, balana kandira, balavantana kandira. Usina kandira, mukhya pranana kandira, Balana kandira, balavantana kandira. Did you see that child? That child of Mukhya Prana. Mukhya Prana is nobody other than Vayu himself. Okay, so did you see the child? Did you see the child of Mukhya Prana? Okay, that is what the first stanza says. Then, Anjana udarali janasitu kusu, Ramara prabhada keragitu kusu. Too loud? Okay. Anjana udarali.
Less.
Too loud?
The volume is suddenly gone a little low.
Low, is it? Okay. Anjana udarati janasitu kusu, Ramara pada keragitu kusu. Anjana udarati janasitu kusu, Ramara pada keragitu kusu. Sitege ungura kottitu kusu, Lanka puravanu suttitu kusu. Sitege ungura kottitu kusu, Lanka puravanu suttitu kusu. Anjana udarati janasitu kusu. The one who was born out of Anjana's womb. Ramara padak keragitu kusu. The one who was always prostrating at the feet of Rama. Sitege ungura kottitu kusu. Gave the ring to Sita. Lanka puravanu suttitu kusu. Burnt the whole Lanka. I think you would have guessed who this is. Okay. So let us hear the story in a little detail with Bala auntie with a yoga story now.
Good morning, all of you. So, Anjana udarati, we all know, right? Manojavam maruta tulya vegam, as equal as wind, he moves, right? Maruta tulya vegam, jitendriyam buddhimatam. We will see all these in his story now. Yeah, Vatatmajam, yeah, Vanara Yutamukhyam, Sri Ramadutam, Shirasa Namami. So, all of you stand up. If possible, just please put your videos on so that I know, at least few I can see. Yeah, all of you. We will move on to Hanuman when he was a baby. Hanuman was an avatara of, you can unmute and tell if you know, Hanuman is avatara of Lord Shiva, right? So we will just see a very small little event when he was a baby. Yes. So all of you go to baby pose, lie down. Yeah. And see how the baby Hanuman was very happy. All the babies are very happy, isn't it? What do? They raise their legs, right? And this is how they keep doing when they are very happy, right? Yes, with a smile. And you can also hold your thumb if you want. Little toe and do this. Yes, Hanuman was very happy in the cradle, nicely, enjoying coming to earth. And he was there nicely enjoying with a smile. Suddenly, he saw something very bright in the sky. Okay, he saw that. It was huge. What is that? And it was very bright. He wanted to know. He was a curious child, just like any one of you, right? All of us were very curious when we were babies. So he looked at that and instantly, Hanuman is a Vayuputra, right? He got up and he just flew. You know how he flies? Just he flies there. And who does he see? He sees Surya, the sun, right? The sun. And it was burning, the huge red ball with so much heat in it and giving out light all the time. Hanuman looked at Surya. Wow, this is amazing. Then he said, "You are so bright. Oh, Surya, give me that brightness. Please take me as your Sishya." So, Surya Bhagwan becomes Hanuman's Guru. Okay, that is one small little incident. So with Surya Bhagavan's teachings, Hanuman learns all the Vedas, Upanishad, Vyakarana, music, everything, Vedanga, everything. Okay. And Hanuman is the avatar of Shiva. So, it is said that Rama, okay, you all can say Ram, that Ramanama is with Shiva. Shiva is the owner of Ramanama. Okay. So, Hanuman is born with Ramanama. So, as he learned so much from Surya Deva, he became Yoga Hanuman. In Padmasana, he would sit all the time with Chin Mudra, closing his eyes, chanting the Ramanama. Rama, 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 Rama. He would be there. And he grew up to that we saw, right? Buddhimatam Varishtam, right? Vatatmajam. Yes. Vanarayuta Mukhyam. So he has grown up to such a great Bhakta of Rama with so much bravery, so much intelligence. He just knew what to talk. He had control over his senses, an ideal Hanuman. So he was there on a Parvat. Okay, do you all know the name of the Parvat? One fine day, the beautiful incident happens. Okay, we will all become a Parvat. Yes, Rishyamukha. Yeah, he was in this Rishyamukha Parvat along with his Vanara friends. Who was his best Vanara friend? Sugriva, right? So he was there. It's a squat. You all can squat and sit with the Vanara Sugriva. And when he was one day chanting the name of Rama, he suddenly heard some footsteps. And suddenly in his mind, he felt so happy. Something is happening. Oh, there is something there which is making me feel so light. There is someone who is coming and my mind is flying high. I am feeling light. Who must be? I would like to know. But then he was in Rishyamukha protecting his Sugriva. That's a different story, right? So he did not want to go as Hanuman. He went in the disguise of a Rishi. He goes there, and who is coming there? With a beautiful Kodanda. Who's that? Kodanda Rama. He's coming. He's looking for Sita Mata. Kodanda Rama and Lakshmana are looking for Sita Mata. So Hanuman goes there. The moment he goes there, he falls at the feet of Kodanda Rama. He says, he goes in the disguise of Rishi only. But what does he do? Looking at Rama, he immediately forgets everything. He says, oh, I am Hanuman. He doesn't even know who he is. He says, I am Hanuman. Who are you? And Rama says, see, like a role play. Now Rama is like this. Rama says, Lakshmana, you tell who we are. Then Lakshmana explains to Hanuman. Okay. Lakshmana is also standing with his, bow and arrow. And he explains to Hanuman, who is completely bowing down to Rama and Lakshmana like this. And he says, Lakshmana says, we are the sons of King Dasharatha and we were asked to come to the forest for 14 years. So Rama wanted to follow his father's advice. So we all came and Rama's wife Sita has been taken by Ravana, the Dashanana, the 10-headed Ravana. Listening to all this, Hanuman was touched. Okay, somehow looking at Rama, tears was flowing in his eyes. He did not know what was that. He felt like he has met him for many years, right? Ramara padake erekittu pulsu. You heard that, right? And immediately he said, yes, I will take you to my friend Sugriva. The moment Hanuman said, actually Rama and Lakshmana were coming in search of Sugriva only. So the moment they told that, Rama and Lakshmana were very happy. He said, is it? You know Sugriva? Take us to Sugriva. So Hanuman puts his arm in one side and Rama climbs. And in the other side also he puts his arm and Lakshmana climbs. He takes them on both the shoulders. He's carrying Ram and Lakshmana on his shoulders and he flies to go and meet Sugriva. Okay. So they all meet Sugriva. There are a lot of Vanaras. Yes. Then Rama and Sugriva, they become friends. Yeah. And Sugriva, you know that, right? Rama actually kills Vayu. And then what happens is Sugriva had promised Rama that he will help him. So Sugriva said, yes, we will somehow help you so that you can find Sita. Yeah, I have a huge Vanara army with me. Yeah. So all of them together, Sugriva gathers and then he says, let us all, go to different corners and find Sita Mata where she is. We have to do this for Rama. So each of them go to different corners. And Hanuman and his group, they go towards south. Yes. So Hanuman, before leaving, Rama gives Hanuman a mudrika, a ring. And he says, take this with you. Okay, Rama knew that mostly Hanuman will be able to find Sita. So he gives that and he says, if you find Sita, give this to her. Then she will believe you. Then Hanuman takes that with him and all of them, they go in search of Sita Mata. At the tip of our India map, you all know, right? At the tip, they are now standing. And Hanuman is very, very upset. Oh my God, we have searched everywhere. We are not able to find Sita. How do we go back and tell Rama? And they all are having a meeting. Jambavan is there. Angada is there. And what happens there? There is one bird called Sampati. That vulture comes and then he says, yes, you have to cross the sea and go to the other end. There is Lanka there. I saw some demon. I think he's Ravana. Okay. And taking a girl. I saw from my eyes, but I couldn't do anything. It must be Sita. Go. Now, all of them are. Action is starting. Hanuman is in the tip of the ocean, looking at the ocean like that. Oh, we have to cross the ocean and go to Lanka. What do we do? The bear. Who is that? Jambavan is there. He's coming. He's a wise bear. So he comes and says, oh, Hanuman, don't you know you can do it? You can leap. You can really go. You have so much power that you can leap this ocean and go to Lanka. Hanuman looks at Jambavan. He felt like, yes, with the Rama Nama he has with him, right? That yes, it is possible. So Hanuman gets up. He is, doing all his muscles and he starts, this is one Hanuman Asana. He gets up, he looks, I am going to leap. Jai Shri Ram, he says, and he flies over the sea. Okay, how is he flying? See, put your leg back. Yes, with the gada in one hand and the other hand front. Hanuman is flying high. Jai Shri Ram. He's looking at the water below. Yes, so many things. As he was flying, the first thing that he sees is a mountain. Right? Mainaka mountain. It was not so huge. It was a little flat mountain, not so huge. Okay, Mainaka mountain. And the Mainaka mountain looks at Hanuman and says, hey Hanuman, you're going to help Rama. I also want to help Rama. Please sit on me and then go. Take some rest. You must be tired. You are flying. Then Hanuman is like, what will Hanuman say? You all know? He is flying high like this, right? He says, oh, thank you. He is Vatatmajam. He knows what to talk to whom. Says, thank you, Mainaka. But I have no time. I have to go. Please let me go. Then Mainaka said, okay, you go. All the best. Do well. And Hanuman continues. Then comes All of you can lie down and tell me what comes next. Do you all know what comes next? A snake. Yeah, a snake comes. That is called Surasa, right? Snake is opening its mouth. And again, you all also do with me. And then it says, Hanuman, I cannot let you go. You have to go through my mouth. I cannot let you go. Then Hanuman is like, no. Please let me go. I have to go find Sita. Then Hanuman, he is very intelligent, isn't it? You know what he did? He became very small. And when Surasa was opening her mouth like that, he was very small. He goes inside and comes out immediately. And then Surasa was shocked. Oh, you've come back. Hanuman, you are very intelligent. All the best. Excellent mission. You will be successful in your mission. He blesses and Hanuman continues. And as they go, Hanuman also meets Sainika. There are a lot of other shadow demon he meets. And then Lankini. And he comes to Lanka. In Lanka, with the Gada, Hanuman is searching. Can we all come to this pose? Hanuman is now searching. Oh, Sita Mata, where could she be? He is very small. He's searching. Where could Sita Mata be? And he saw a lot of demons. Yeah, with all that, long hair and the huge tummy and the head, the eyes would be in their tummy. Such kind of demons are described in Ramayana. Very, very. And Hanuman was looking. Oh, Sita is among these people. How difficult it is for her. And Hanuman is looking for Sita. Then what happens is, suddenly Hanuman hears someone standing, okay, and with complete focus, say, praying to Rama. Rama, 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 Rama. Hanuman hears, who is that? Any guesses? Do you know who it is? It is Vibhishana. He was a bhakta of Rama. He was like, Rama. And Hanuman immediately jumped to Vibhishana. Oh my God, in Lanka, there is some devotee of Rama. Who is that? And then he goes and asks. Vibhishana says, yes, I am a devotee of Rama. Then Hanuman, he is Vatatmajam, right? The one who is very good with his words. He says, oh Vibhishana, if you're really a devotee of Rama, yes, you're praying. At the same time, you have to help him. Tell me where is Sita. Then Vibhishana says, yes. I will tell you where is Sita. I will also advise Ravana to give Sita back to Rama. Hanuman is the one who actually made Vibhishana act. Until that time, Vibhishana was praying to Rama, but he never thought about acting. And Hanuman triggered that in Vibhishana. So then Hanuman goes. And he goes to Ashoka Vatika. Can we all stand? There were many Ashoka trees. Means what? You all can stand like a tree, however you want. Let me see all trees. Yeah, but there is no Shoka. Means they are happy trees, Ashoka trees. Yeah, it was full. That Vana was Ashoka because Sita Mata was there. No, so you can either stand like this or stand like this. Use your own. And in Ashoka, there were so many trees. So Hanuman comes and he sits on one branch of the tree. Under that tree, who was there? Sita was there. Sita was sitting again in Dhyana. She is always thinking of Rama. Oh Rama, when will you come back? When will you come back and take me? When will you protect all these, release these people from whatever they are doing? You have to come here. I am just waiting for you. And Hanuman, who was on the branch of the tree, looks down. He knew, okay, that must be Sita. And Hanuman, we know, is very intelligent. He was thinking, if I just go like that, Sita will think I am a demon who is in the disguise of a monkey. What do I do? Then he starts singing, Jananiham Ramaduta Hanuman. Then the Sita looks up. Who is that? Someone is telling about Rama. But then Sita thinks, no, this Hanuman must be, again, Sita is thinking, oh, this must be some demon. I don't want to believe. No. Because Sita Mata was being deceived by so many demons. Then Hanuman thought, he tells a story, which only Sita and Rama know about the story. Okay. So the story goes like, there was once Sita and Rama were in the forest, right? At that time, they were having an afternoon nap. And there was a crow. You know how the crow walks? Can anyone show me the crow walking? Yeah, it walks like this. Yeah, right. So the crow walks slyly. Correct, Niveda. Slyly, yes, Sahana. It walks like this and comes and looks at Sita and Rama taking the nap. Sita was not sleeping. This crow, liked Sita so much. You know what it did? It went with its beak and pecked on Sita's chest. And for Sita, it started bleeding. Rama looked at that. Rama got very angry. And you know what he did? He took a grass and threw it on aimed at that crow. Okay. And the crow went round and round, keep going round and round and round. It just runs everywhere. Oh, please protect. It goes round, running everywhere. It could not, finally it comes and surrenders to Rama. Says, oh Rama, please help. Sorry. Please forgive me. Then Rama takes back that Brahma Astra, it is called. He put in a small blade of grass, that Astra, those were the Shakti of mantra. He takes back and then he gives a punishment also to that crow. This story only Rama and Sita knew. So this Hanuman is very intelligent, right? So Hanuman, this Rama had told him. So Hanuman narrates the story to Sita Mata. Then Sita is like, wow, someone is narrating a story which only me and Rama know. So this must be from Rama. Then Hanuman, from the branch of the tree, drops what? Mudrika, the ring to Sita Mata. Sita was so happy. Yeah, that is what was that line? Sitake ungura kottittu poosu. Right? So this Hanuman gave the ungura to Sita. Lanka Puravana. Then what happens once it is all done? Sita is very happy. And Sita says, come on, now only 1 more month time is there. You have to go and all of you must come. Destroy all these Rakshasas. Relieve all the good people. Take all the good people with you. Dharmatma Rama has to come. Then Hanuman says, yes, it will happen, Sita Mata. And he is all ready to leave. He says, I'm very hungry. Sita Mata, I'm very hungry. So Sita Mata says, yes, this vana is full of fruit trees. Go. Enjoy. Whatever fruits you want, you go take. Okay. So, what all fruit trees were there, Tall tree. All of you can stand tall. How do you show a tall tree? And you can also stand with your, get up, Suchi. I don't see you standing up. Stand up. Tall tree. Yeah. You can also show a tall tree like this on your toes. Yes. With, very tall tree was there. Maybe it was a jamun tree. Jamun trees are very tall, right? And Hanuman takes the jamun and eats it. Then this wide spread tree was there. Mango tree. There were so many mangoes. So Hanuman takes all the mangoes and eats. There's a short tree was there. Yeah, short tree. That may be what tree could be short? Pomegranate. He takes that and he eats. As he was eating, you know what happened? Someone tied him. What was that? Meghnath tied Hanuman with Brahmastra. Hanuman was all powerful to release it. He had the boon. He did not. Said, okay, I will go and meet that Ravana. Hanuman is tied now. Okay. Says, I'll go meet that Ravana. Who is that? Who is against Rama? I want to go meet him. So he is taken to Ravana's kingdom. Ravan is there with the 10 heads. Yeah, and the one they say with a loud laughter, right? So he is sitting on his crown. Sit with one leg on an imaginary chair. Let me see. All of you sitting. Yes. And with 10 heads. It's like, who is this monkey? What is he doing here? Laugh loud. People in your house should know. And Ravana has come in your house. So, this Hanuman is now tied like this, right? He looks at Ravana. He says, Jai Shri Ram. He removes. He says, oh, you foolish Ravana. I am Rama Bhakta. Okay, he says. And Rama has sent me here. You please release Sita. Otherwise, Lanka will be completely destroyed by Rama. You don't know the power of Rama. Ravana is like, again, role play. Come on, come on. Maybe the other leg. Sit. Ravana is sitting. Like, what? Monkey. And Rama is that puny, man in the forest. And look at Sita. Nothing can be done. Go. Hey, kill him. Now, who was there? Vibhishana. Vibhishana says, oh brother, don't kill him. Hanuman had motivated the Vibhishana, right? So he's acting for Rama. So he says, don't kill him. Do something so that, but don't kill him. It's not right from our side. Then Ravana again thinks, what to do? Asuras, no. They have no buddhi. So, Ravana says, okay. After all, one small monkey. Put fire in his tail. Okay. For a monkey, it seems tail is like, gives a lot of self-respect. Something happens to the tail, monkey feels very bad. So Ravana says, put fire to the tail. Let him get insulted. And they put fire in Hanuman's tail. Yeah. And Hanuman, what he did? There was fire in his tail. He looked and he smiled. Why is he smiling? Rama's strength is there. It seems Sita Mata prayed to fire and ensured that Hanuman does not feel the heat. So Hanuman is like, oh, Jai Shri Ram, victory to Rama, victory to Lakshmana, victory to Sugriva. All of you tell with me, victory to Rama, he says. Jayatyati balo Ramaha, victory to Lakshmana, Jayatyati balo Ramaha, Lakshmana, okay. And then victory to Sugriva. And finally, he jumped in one place. What will he do? Fire in that place. Again, he'll say, victory to Rama, victory to Lakshmana, victory to Sugriva. Oh Rama, you are the protector. He would jump to another place. And what will he do? Fire there. So like that, he had entirely put fire in Lanka. Oh, you want to see? Wait, let me show that picture. He completely puts fire in Lanka and he is standing there. See, do you see this? Oh, look. He's there completely. The Lanka palace was burning except Ashoka Vatika. Look at the dhairya, the veera in which he's standing with the power of all of you. Just stand like Hanuman. All of us have the power of Rama with us, right? Yeah, and he's standing with the power of Rama. He says, Jayatyati balo Ramaha, Lakshmanascha Mahabhala. He says, great strength, strong people like Lakshmana, Rama, let them all get victory. Victory to Sugriva. Raghavena Palitaha, let Raghava protect the entire world. So, Lanka Puravana Suttitu Kusu. He completely, came there and entirely burnt Lanka, showed the power of Dharma and went back to Rama. Okay, now we will listen more about the next story.
ಕೂಸಿನ ಕಂಡೀರಾ ಮುಖ್ಯ ಪ್ರಾಣನ ಕಂಡೀರಾ ಬಾಲನ ಕಂಡೀರಾ ಬಲವಂತನ ಕಂಡೀರಾ. Now the next story. Ready for the next story? ಬಂಡಿ ಅನ್ನವ ಉಂಡಿತು ಕೂಸು ಬಂಡಿ ಅನ್ನವ ಉಂಡಿತು ಕೂಸು ಭಗನ ಪ್ರಾಣವ ಹಿಂಡಿತು ಕೂಸು ಭಗನ ಪ್ರಾಣವ ಹಿಂಡಿತು ಕೂಸು ಬಂಡಿ ಅನ್ನವ ಉಂಡಿತು ಕೂಸು. He ate a whole cart load of food. ಭಗನ ಪ್ರಾಣವ ಹಿಂಡಿತು ಕೂಸು. He squeezed the life out of Bhaga or Bakasura. ವಿಷದ ಲಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ಮೆತ್ತಿತು ಕೂಸು. He did not even, nothing happened to him when he ate the poisoned laddus. ವಿಷದ ಲಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ಮೆತ್ತಿತು ಕೂಸು ಮಡದಿಗೆ ಪುಷ್ಪವ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿತು ಕೂಸು, and gave his wife the flower, the beautiful flower. You want to put it in the chat? Who is this? ವಿಷದ ಲಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ಮೆತ್ತಿತು ಕೂಸು ಮಡದಿಗೆ ಪುಷ್ಪವ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿತು ಕೂಸು. Who is this? Put your guess. Yes, it is Bhima. So let us see. ಬಂಡಿ ಅನ್ನವ ಉಂಡಿತು ಕೂಸು ಭಗನ ಪ್ರಾಣವ ಹಿಂಡಿತು ಕೂಸು ವಿಷದ ಲಡ್ಡಿಗೆ ಮೆತ್ತಿತು ಕೂಸು. Now this Bhima, you know how he came to be born, correct? This is Bhima. All these stories are Bhima stories. And how did Bhima come to be a Vayuputra? We will come to know. Now, Pandu was the king initially, but then Pandu, because he had killed a sage, he had a curse that he cannot have children. So Pandu was very sad. So he left his kingdom. He gave his kingdom to Dhritarashtra. He said, take the kingdom. He was very sad. And along with his queens, Kunti and Madri, he went off to the forest. Now they were in the forest for a very long time. They were there for a very long time. And then, in the meanwhile, Hastinapura needed a heir. So Dhritarashtra Gandhari became pregnant. But her baby was in the womb for nearly 2 years and the baby was not born. Normally, the baby will be there in the womb only for 9 months, 10 months at the most. Okay. But this baby was there in Gandhari's womb for a very, very long time. It was almost 1.5 years and the baby had still not come out. So now Pandu said, I cannot run away from my duties. My duty is the most important thing. I must perform my duties. As a king of that land, I should provide a heir for the throne. So he tells Kunti. Now Kunti had a boon that she just had to tell a mantra and think of a god. When she thought of that god, then that god would give her a baby. She had that boon. She had served. When she was a young girl, she had served sage Durvasa so well that sage Durvasa was happy with her, and he said, I will give you this mantra, and whenever you want desire for a child, you can think of a god and you will get a child from that god. So now Pandu says, Kunti, you call out and call. First you call Dharmaraja, because the king has to be full of dharma. He should know what is right. He should always live for his subjects. He should always live for his duty towards his subject. So call Dharmaraja and go ask for a child. So that first child was born, and that child was Yudhishthira, the eldest of the Pandavas. And after that, after 1 year, now Pandu says, we will have the second child. Now Yudhishthira alone is not enough. He needs to have somebody who is very strong to support him. Every king needs a strong support so that the king can rule the kingdom with justice, and the king is protected by strong people around. So call Vayu Deva and ask for a boon, ask for a child from him. Now Kunti Devi chanted the mantra. She told the mantra and she thought of Vayudeva in her mind. And Vayudeva appeared and he said, you can have this child. And when you will have this child, and this child will be very strong. He is my son, and you are blessed to have this child. And Kunti Devi takes this baby in her arms. And she's so happy to see this baby and names that baby Bhima. Then she brings that baby and she brings him back and sits outside and is holding Bhima on her lap. But suddenly this baby, he's shaking his hands, he's shaking his legs. And when he was shaking, he rolled and he fell down on a stone. And when he rolled and he fell down on a stone, do you know what happened to that stone baby? Do you think something happened to the baby? Nothing happened to the baby. Instead of something happening to the baby, the stone got crushed into pieces and powder. Such was the strength of Bhima. Even as a little baby, he was so strong. And then this Bhima, he started growing. And then Pandu dies. His father dies. So all the Pandavas, there were other Pandavas who were also born after that. Arjuna, Nakula, Sahadeva. And then when Pandu dies, they all go back to the palace. Now in this palace, Duryodhana was there. Okay, after Yudhishthira was born, Duryodhana was also born to Gandhari. She had the baby in her womb for 2 years, and after that, even Duryodhana was born, and Duryodhana was younger than Yudhishthira now. Now, when all these boys came, these cousins didn't like that they all came. They had the whole palace to themselves. Now, suddenly, what is this? Why are these people coming into our palace and we have to share space with them? And everybody seems to like them. And especially, they didn't like Bhima. Bhima was very, very strong. He would go and give them a nice pat on the back and they would fall down. Tabak, they would fall down because he was so strong. They would all be on top of a tree trying to pluck the mangoes. Bhima would go there and he will say, Ayo, why are you trying to climb the tree and all and plucking those mangoes? Wait, I will give to you. And he will shake the tree and all the fruits will fall down. And when the fruits would fall down, those cousins will also fall down because they were all on the tree. And they would all get angry. What is this Bhima? He is always so strong he was so strong. And Duryodhana did not like the Pandavas. He did not like Bhima, especially of all. So he wanted to, with the help of his uncle Shakuni, he poisons him. He gives him laddus with poison. And that Bhima loves to eat. One day when they were all playing near the Ganges, they were all playing. Duryodhana says, I have some laddus for you. Do you want to eat? Come, come. And then he goes, yes, anytime I am always ready to eat. You call me for laddus, I will always come. So he goes and he eats all the laddus, and Duryodhana has put poison in that laddu. So then those laddus he eats and he becomes unconscious. Then Duryodhana and Shakuni push him into the river. So now he gets into the river. He goes down to the bed of the river. In the bed of the river, what are there? Some snakes are there. And those snakes bite Bhima. And when they bite, he already has poison in his body. Now, when the snake's poison is also going in, the venom has gone in, it actually kills the poison in Bhima's body. And he wakes up and he swims up slowly to the surface and comes out. And Duryodhana is also again angry. This is Vishada laddige mettitu kusu. We see that, no? Vishada laddige mettitu kusu. He could even neutralize the effect of the poisoned laddus. Then as they grow, these cousins are always trying to kill them. They are constantly trying to kill them. So what does he do? Now the Kunti Mata says, I don't want to be in the palace. I don't think we should return to the palace. So let us go into the forest for some days until they cool down a little. I don't think we should go back to the palace. So they all go into the forest. And at one such time, they all go and in disguise, they don't tell they are Pandavas. They go to a village called Eka Chakrapura. They go there, and this is there even today in West Bengal. It is there. This village is there even in West Bengal even now. They go there and they all dress like Brahmins and stay with a Brahmin. And when they go there, they are happy. What they do, they're living there are these hosts. They are taking care of them. They're living with them. They go around. In those days, Brahmins and all would go around from house to house. Please give us some food, and whatever food they collected, they would bring back, and everybody would share and eat that. They were living like that. But that village had a problem, a very big problem. There was a demon called Bakasura who used to come to that village all the time. And that demon would come and he loved to eat human flesh. He liked the taste of human flesh. He used to eat human flesh. So everybody was very, very scared of him. What will happen? When will he come and lift our child? When will he take away our somebody from our family? He would just come and snatch human beings and eat them up like that. So everybody then said, no, we should not do this. They one day called Bakasura. Please don't do this. Please do not destroy all the houses when you are coming for your food. You are hungry? No problem. What we will do is every month, we will send one full cart load of food for you. We will send you 2 buffaloes and we will send you 1 person from 1 house every month. And you take that. This is a deal. This is a deal between us. Okay. So you don't come into our village at all. We will only send food to your cave. Now Bakasura said, okay, this sounds good. I just need food. When I'm hungry, I need food. You send me the food, I'm happy. So now at the rest of the time, he'll be sleeping. When he wakes up, he will be so hungry. He'll be waiting for the food. He'll be saying, food. And he'll be waiting. At that time, now it was the turn of all the Pandavas were staying in one house, the host. This month, it was the turn of that house to send the people. Yes. This month, there was so what he does is, this month, sorry, I was just looking at the chat. So now they are talking, kusu. All the family members are discussing. The husband is saying, I have to go this month, but I am so worried for you all. What will you all do without me? How will you all go? What will we do? And she's getting all worried. He's getting worried. And then the wife says, you don't go. You have to earn. You can support the family. I don't earn. So I will go. I don't know how to take care of the children. So let me go to Bakasura. I will go there. The daughter says, no. You have raised me from a young age. So I will go. I want to show my gratitude to you. You please take care of my brother. Both of you are needed for my brother. So I will go. And the little boy says, he takes a hay stack and he says, I will go. I will put this haystack into Bakasura's stomach and I will kill him. Don't worry, I will go. All of these people are talking like this. At that time, Kunti Devi hears this and she goes to them and says, what is the problem? Then they say, in this village, there is a demon called Bakasura and we have made a deal like this that every month we will send food to him and 1 human being will go. This month, it is our chance. They say, then Kunti says, don't worry. I will send Bhima. Bhima can go. None of you has to go. They say, no. How can we send a guest? No, we can't send. She says, don't worry. That Bhima, he's so strong that even as a baby, when he fell down, that stone broke. So you send Bhima. Then Bhima goes there. And when Bhima takes a full cart of food, when he takes the full cart of food with 2 buffaloes, he is walking beside. But Bhima is called Vrikodara. He loves to eat. So he can't wait. He takes all that food and he eats and he eats and he eats. He finishes all the food by the time he goes to the cave. Now Bakasura comes out. He hears the sound of that cart coming, and he comes out and he looks at the cart, and what does he see? He sees an empty cart and he becomes so angry and he says, who ate all my food? And Bhima says, sorry, I was very hungry, so I only ate the food. Huh? And he says, oh, you ate all my food. Now I am going to eat you. So then Bhakasura, and do you think Bhima let him eat him? It was a lot of rice. Okay. They both fight and they fight and they fight and they fight. And Bhima is so strong, he whirls Bakasura and he throws him off. Bandi annava unditu kosu, bhagana pranava hinditu kosu. The Bandi Anna, the whole food cart of food he ate up. Bhagana pranava hinditu kosu, vishada laddige mettitu kosu. This way, he saved the whole village from that Bakasura. Bhima, he was so strong. Madadige pushpava kottitu kusu. Yen madana bala? You are muted.
Now, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Quickly, I'll finish this and then you can finish the song. Okay. Yes. Madadige pushpava kottitu kusu. We quickly look at that story. Yeah. Bhima, right? You all are sitting. So just stand, walk and do that story. That's all. 5 minutes. Yeah. Quickly. They all are walking in the forest. Who all you know? All the Kshatriyas. Who are they? The first son, Arthi auntie told you, right? Yudhishthira, Bhima, Arjuna was not there. He had gone to the Himalayas. Nakula, Sahadeva, Draupadi. They all were walking. So Bhima was like very proud and arrogant. He was saying, I am the best. I'm very strong. Like strong and arrogant man walk. And they all were walking. Draupadi smells a beautiful flower. She says, oh Bhima, can you get that flower for me? It is coming, the smell is coming from somewhere near that mountain valley. Please go. Bhima loves Draupadi so much. He said, yeah, I'll definitely go. And Bhima with his gada immediately goes, with the full of, vanity, that ego, that I'm so powerful, I can just go to that mountain, get and come. And he's going there, walking very fast, as if he's climbing the rock. He climbs the rock very easily like this, feet stamping, and he's just going. As he goes, he sees something. Okay, there was a small monkey. Just try this last, all of you. Okay, one small thing. Then we will move on. See, take one leg, put it like this, and sit. Okay, there was this monkey. Can you all sit like this? Yeah. Anvita, try. So there was this monkey who was sitting, and very small monkey with a tail. This is monkey's tail. Okay, sitting there. And Bhima is there coming. Bhima looks at the monkey, small tail. Bhima says, hey monkey, move away from my way. I have to go. And the monkey looks at him and says, monkey doesn't even bother to look at Bhima. He just looks and then he is back to his own world. Then, do you know who I am? I am the brother of the great Hanuman who crossed the sea. I am the Vayuputra. Yeah, Bhima says, I am Vayuputra, Putra of the wind. I am so powerful. And you are blocking my way. I have to go. Move, said Bhima. And the monkey said, okay, you are so powerful. No, move my tail and go. Okay. And what did Bhima do? Bhima looked at that monkey and then he just took his toe. Yeah. And with his toe alone, he was trying to lift. Nothing was happening. He thought it will move away. He was the one who broke that, rock, right? When he was a baby. With his toe, he thought nothing happened. He was little, what is this? He was a little curious. Then he took his feet fully and he was trying to push that tail like this. Nothing was happening. Then Bhima got a little worried. Oh, this must be some special monkey. Then, he, again bent down and he tried to take it from one hand. He was not able to. He just puts his hand there. He's not able to move his hand also. Then he looks at that monkey. Oh my God, who are you? I'm not able to even move a small hair in your tail. And you're asking me to move your tail. Who are you? Then you know who that monkey was. Monkey was none other than Hanuman himself. Then Hanuman, he comes out and then he says, I am your brother, elder brother Hanuman. Okay, see, you were not able to do anything. I had the power of Ram with me. And you were so arrogant. That's why you were not able to move me at all. Even that small hair in my tail, you were not able to move. Then Bhima said, oh, Hanuman, I'm so happy to get your darshan. Thank you so much. Now I understand. Without the power of Ram, nothing is possible in this world. And then Bhima says, you give me the darshan of that huge Hanuman who burnt that Lanka, who crossed that sea, who was always, chanting that Rama, 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 Rama. Then Hanuman rose up to become a huge, I'll show you that picture also. You guys can see that. Okay, Veera Hanuman. He shows that to Bhima. And then he says, yes, Bhima, you people have a great work. You people have a great work to do. You all have to go and fight for dharma. I will be the flag in Arjuna's chariot. And whenever you roar like a lion, my voice will add to yours. And I will give you all the powers. Rama's powers are with you, says Hanuman to Bhima. And Bhima also does namaskara. Yes, and they all go back. And then that dharma yuddha happens. Okay, the last thing we will hear.
That's all. So we saw two Vayuputras. We saw Hanuman, we saw Bhima. And let's just very quickly over 2-3 minutes go over the last Vayuputra. ಮಾಯವಾದಿಗಳ ಗೆದ್ದಿತು ಕೂಸು ಮಧ್ವ ಮತವ ಉದ್ಧರಿಸಿತು ಕೂಸು ಮಾಯವಾದಿಗಳ ಗೆದ್ದಿತು ಕೂಸು ಮಧ್ವ ಮತವ ಉದ್ಧರಿಸಿತು ಕೂಸು ಮಧ್ವರಾಯರೆಂಬ ಹೆಸರಿನ ಕೂಸು ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಪ್ರೇಮದ ಕೂಸು ಮಾಯವಾದಿಗಳ ಗೆದ್ದಿತು ಕೂಸು, the ones who spoke about Jagat Mithya, Brahma Satyam, the Maya. He did debates with them and won against them. Madhva Matava Uddarisitu Kusu, the one who propagated Madhva philosophy. This is going to be a little difficult, I think, for you all. The one who propagated Madhva philosophy. Madhvarayarembo Hesarina Kusu, the one who had the name was Madhvaraya. Purandara Vithalana Premada Kusu. Who is this? Raghavendra, you are close. But, okay, very quickly, because we are short of time, without too much elaboration, I will just give you a short story of Madhvacharya. This is about Madhvacharya. Okay, the Dvaita philosophy in school you will study later probably. Dvaita philosophy was propagated by Madhvacharya. And he is also supposed to be a son of Vayu. Now, Madhvacharya was born to Madhyageha Bhatta and Vedavati in Udupi. Okay, he was born after a lot of prayers. He was born to them. And after he was born, he was a baby once. And when he was a little baby, his older sister, who was about 12 years older than him, his older sister was taking care of him. And suddenly he started crying too much. He started crying too much, so much that the sister didn't know what to do. So she put a bowl of horse grams in front of him. And Madhvacharya started to take that and eat it. And she felt, okay, good, he's quiet. And she went away. But after that, what happened? She comes back and she sees it was a big bowl, this big bowl. Okay, a big bowl, and he was just a 6-month-old baby. And it was such a big bowl. He was just eating. She thought he will eat a little and he'll be fine. She comes back and the whole bowl is empty. The whole bowl was full of horse grams and he had eaten up the whole bowl. So he was like Vrikodara. Who is Vrikodara? He could eat like Vrikodara. He was another just Bhima, who was reborn as Madhvacharya. Okay, so he was also just like Bhima. He could eat and he was also extremely strong. But his buddhi was also extremely strong. When he went to the Gurukula, the teacher was teaching. He went to in Shivalli, he went to a Gurukula and his teacher's name was Achyuta Preksha. That teacher was teaching and he would sit, they would sit outside under the tree and all. They were sitting under the tree. His name was Vasudeva initially. Okay, this boy's name was Vasudeva. He was sitting in a tree and he was not listening at all. And the teacher is saying, what are you doing? Why are you not listening to the class? You should listen. But then that guy says, Vasudeva says, but I know all of this. So, really? You are showing arrogance here. Tell me the next shloka then. I haven't even taught it. Tell me. And he chants all the shlokas from the Upanishads. At that point in time, everybody understood that there is something very great about this boy Vasudeva. Then he goes and now he feels, when he was about 10 years old, he says, I want to take sannyasa. So he goes to his guru and he's in Shivalli and he says, I want to take up sannyasa right now. And his father says, no, I don't want you to take up sannyasa. No, you should not. I want you to be my son only. You should not take up sannyasa. But then he says, Vasudeva is very clear. I want to become a sannyasi. His father then falls at his feet and he says, so please don't go. Please don't go. You know what Vasudeva says at that time? Father, you have accepted me as a sannyasi. An elder should not fall at a son's feet. But you have fallen at your son's feet, and by doing so, you have given me permission to become a sannyasi. And he becomes a sannyasi, and he starts studying all the Vedas and the Upanishads, and he preaches it to everybody. He continues the tradition of Madhva philosophy, which is the Dvaita philosophy, and says, Hari Sarvottama, Vayu Jivottama. Hari Sarvottama, Vayu Jivottama. So Vayu is the highest for all jivas, and even beyond that is Hari for everybody. And that is the story of the three Vayuputras. Okay. Kusina Kandira, Mukhya Prad Kandira, Balana Kandira, Balavantana Kandira. Anjana udarati janasitu kusu, Ramara pada keragitu kusu, Sitege ungura kottitu kusu, Lankapuravanu suttitu kusu, Kusina kandira, Mukhya pranana kandira. Bandi annava unditu kusu, Bagana pranava hinditu kusu, Vishada laddige mettitu kusu, Madadige pushpava kottitu kusu, Kusina kandira, Mukhya pranana kandira. ಮಾಯವಾದಿಗಳ ಗೆದ್ದಿತು ಕೂಸು, ಮಧ್ವ ಮತವ ಉದ್ಧರಿಸಿತು ಕೂಸು, ಮಧ್ವರಾಯರೆಂಬ ಹೆಸರಿನ ಕೂಸು, ಪುರಂದರ ವಿಠಲನ ಪ್ರೇಮದ ಕೂಸು, ಕುಸಿನ ಕಂಡೀರ, ಮುಖ್ಯ ಪ್ರಾಣನ ಕಂಡೀರ. ಬಾಲನ ಕಂಡೀರ, ಬಲವಂತನ ಕಂಡೀರ. Hari Om. I hope you all enjoyed the story session, the Katha Anubhuti.